Hello everybody, how's it going? Yes, it's been an infinity since we've done this game, but yes, once again, I've managed to get recording time and we're going to do this as much as possible. So, I'm not entirely sure when this is dropping, but when it ever does, hello everyone out there. Yes, this is of course Cultist Simulator, Lantern Aspirant run, and we are doing this in the mode of Sheev Palpatine, aka Emperor Palpatine in the future, when he was just young, ambitious Sith Master on the Lantern Road of Sith inspiration. In any case, quick recap from where we were last time, because I know it's been a bit. We just slew one of the slew a padawan that was investigating our unsavory activities. Unfortunately, that has alerted the Jedi Master known as Spencer Hobson. Now, Hobson, of course, is actually one of our worst nemesis. Not only is he a hunter, but he's also erratic, which means he doesn't actually need evidence from notoriety. He can just make it up himself as he's in tune with the Force. But that also means sometimes he doesn't make it, even if you give him notoriety. It's kind of weird that way. He's a little vague. In any case, the biggest part of the problem is that he is a mystic, which means I cannot send spirits to destroy him. But he is mortal. In any case, so now we're going to be dealing with this. And one of the ways to deal with it, the way we'll be dealing with it, is by generating mystique. You see, while he can find evidence, as long as he's looking for evidence, as long as we keep generating the mystique, where are we here? We're going to go over. We're going to keep looking, therefore, from not creating evidence itself. Now, as you can see, we've gotten midway about here. We've gotten 5 of the languages, a bunch of books we can go through in order to restock. We've got all of our mentors over here. And, of course, although I'm going to switch out the Doctor and Silachana here, because Silachana doesn't actually give us anything. She just gives us the ability to hold cards or to jump to the standard reusable vault like we did with the unnumbered stones. So, okay, so we're generating, mystique. I've got to remind myself. Generating mystique by trying to get more and more members of the, I think we should consider where we're going to go with this. After all, scholarships at level 3. I think I've got level 4 in both the other ones. Nope, only level 2 in health. Oof. Didn't actually get any more health yet. I guess, well, he always was the skinny type. In any case, we're going to have to decide, my reason's a bit dimmed, where we're going to go with this next. Now, I eventually do want to get, of course, one of our vaults done. I've got a couple of good caustics here, but as long as we got Spencer in play, we have to deal with him. So what we need is we need a bounty hunter. The best way to get rid of Spencer is by finding and hiring a professional killer. Now, the problem being is, of course, we have to send somebody to do so or go walk ourselves. Now, normally I would send one of our recruits out because you give a 10% chance of getting a emanation, as it were, a 2-point influence of their abilities, but I'm considering just throwing myself out there and doing it. Well, it's a little odd to do so. I'll put it on my black Sith cloak because nobody seems to be able to see through that. Seriously. And we're going to, while it will exhaust the health, there's a chance that it will produce a vitality. If we can get vitality generating, we should be able to do fine. Now, what we could do also is just shift over to using health here in and out of these things, except instead what we're going to do is we're going to paint constantly to produce mystique, so we can't do that. So, the question is, can we get 2 healths? Who knows? We'll go for a walk on Coruscant and see who we can find. Now the question is, do we want to bring up any of our lores? And we do. We want everything to be level 6 so that we can, in fact, produce any amount of these commissions. So the thing is, for example, we could do a lantern commission pretty easily because we have level 6, and we can just continually generate the Sphintra and use those if necessary for money. Now, the only thing we're short on is, of course, red. And the problem is I don't have a red book here, which means I have to look for them. A couple ways to do so. Of course, we can go back to the auction house and start digging through their files, or we could try to go to one of the relevant vaults here. Now, of course, vaults are shut down where we're going to deal with him, so we're going to concentrate on that. And while we're here, there's really no reason not to begin accessing these things. Well, that one we can't do. I think, we don't have Fredrian yet. Nor are any of you able to teach us to do it. We could summon a spirit to teach us to it, which is kind of an interesting concept. Do we have enough for that dude? Gotta remember, I think it's 5 knock and let's see. Yeah, right. There we go. Rituals. 5 knock. 10... Oof, gods. I am rusty. Apologies. In any case, yeah. Okay, so if we wanted to summon him, it would be... Right. 12 Grail. Sorry, no. 5 knock, 10 Grail into Forge. Why? Problem is we've got an 8 for Grail. We don't have that yet. So, no, we're going to just basically start drilling through the ones we can write. We can deal with. Like, for example, this one we can't do so, but we can do it for Fusin. Actually, yeah. Let's just, while we've got time, we're waiting for a bounty hunter, let's just translate all these books into something useful. In the meantime, we could get our reason-based access to the Mantis. Okay, let's start on normal, because it's been a bit, of course. See about how quickly we can start looking for the solutions to our problems, because I am terrified, and at some point we're going to be dealing with him trying to manufacture evidence on us, and I'm not sure we're prepared for that. Alright, so we did actually generate a vitality, which is interesting. Overlook place, collect that. It's not really useful, unfortunately. So we're going to try to find another employee, as it were. Now, if we put this into searching, we can get some random low-level influences or possibly a dread. It's okay, but we did actually get that heart. So we can actually consider... Okay, at restlessness next time. We may have to paint that away. We got our cash. Oh, wait, no, I think we had to beg for our job back. Yeah, that was right. So we have 89 seconds, which means right now what we're going to do is we're going to generate painting. Now, what we want to do is... We can do, since we want to preserve as much mystique as possible. Let's see, because this is all going to disappear before he starts looking for it. Because you can see we have 60 seconds and it's not in its restlessness here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to painting. Sorry about that. We're going to put in all the mystique in order to preserve it. And then we're going to put in 1 passion. That should generate a great deal. Now the subject will not be up here, but it could be a glimmering, which is cool. And then boom, it should generate a number of things. This also, since it's only going to take 60 seconds or so, we should be able to do the position at Glover. We're in no danger with our funds currently, and I could sell some of the Spinter over there if there's a major issue. Now, what's this? Overlook place. Annoyed. Okay, try again, guys. Alright, cool. Yeah, I'm definitely stressing myself out running around Coruscant. You know, but it's good for the cardio, at least. Alright, so yeah, looks like we're going to get another... We're going to get another would-be cultist, which means that when we don't need to generate additional mystique, we can start summoning them. Okay, we have a fortune teller. You know, not helpful. It's not really... Yeah, some would-be force-sensitive out there who does fortunes is not really going to be helpful, so we'll just let that one slide by for now. Meanwhile, continuing with the translation, and Colors of Night. You know, we're not really looking for cash on that one, but... Okay, and there's the vitality, I suppose. It's a very low chance we'll be able to combine them together, but you never know. In any case, what we could do... Alright, so we're back in Dreamland, as it were. 6-pointer, or we can try... This one's only going to be an influence, primarily, and this one could be an erudition lessons learned, at best, so let's just go with the Chronicles. Alright, so... Yeah, basically we just chill with the dude over there. We can start combining them for level 8 ones, which is an interesting concept. So if we were to do that, first of all, we would need to have erudition and glimmerings. Now we have an HQ with a sanctuary, I believe. Where is our headquarters? Right, the Candlelit Mitherium. So that does actually work for us. Why we still have the Candlelit Mitherium? Also, ironically, we don't want the secret one to work. Okay, the Manual of the Order Limnaea Quasi-Immortals to maintain a secret enclave in the south of the River Limnia in the Roman province of Hispanica Galicia. Now, I know somebody who lives there. The Manual Galicia in northern Spain. This manual was combined by one Burgazash, who explains he came to join the order from the city of Messenger Eagles after he abandoned the service of the Ivory Dove. The Ivory Dove, by the way, is one of the death gods, the one who collects memories, and actually we interact with them during the Dancer DLC from The Last Dance. Now, of course, the color gives it away that it is a knock book. So, the question is, Vitality is going to last 166 seconds. Could we actually combine... Yeah, 60 seconds for this. We can actually start working on the next level of the... of our health while we're waiting. Alright, so we got that done. It's always a mess. Anyways, reason dimmed, collection of essays. Yeah, alright. The vitality's here. We've got this. We're going to have to send somebody out next time we go for walkabout. Or possibly this. I think this will regenerate by then. So, yeah, we can consider actually joining these together afterwards to get another level 8 one. Again, this is all prep because we are still waiting to get the bounty hunter, Django, you're out there somewhere, in order to deal with our elusive Jedi pursuer. Okay. And also, yeah, I can use that. I forgot about the nap thing. It's going to take a while for me to get back into the... Good work. Good work, yeah. And we'll finish this painting, as it were. Sigh. Alright, so we have restlessness generated. So, of course, that's the usual issue. We'll probably have to deal with that later. We got 2 funds. And, more importantly, we got another mystique. Just 1? I'm disappointed. Now, of course, we're going to have to let some of that mystique die while we're currently in operation. Yeah, we don't need these. Just stop crowding me. And so, in the meantime, we have to get back to our day job. We have enough reasons, so it shouldn't be an issue. Now, I could use devotion. If I put in that, for example, oops, devotion, right, extra hours, that would just give me to the next level. The problem is that I can't have notoriety and the next level, unfortunately. Oh, well. Meanwhile, yeah, we're Despair. The Season of Despair is the next one, so we don't have to worry about him quite yet. Alright, so we've still got the exercise going with the vitality. We'll combine those and get a Lessons Learned. We get 3 of them. We should be able to, we could get it to increase. Alright, so meanwhile, I think, yeah, everybody is disciple level. Alright, I think we can, now I'm going to give it a couple more minutes before I shift into fast mode again. There's our restlessness. Although we could use it with our new companion here to initiate them and then get rid of it that way, which is cool. Somebody pointed that out in the comments, by the way. Yeah, it is a system I've used before. All right, so yeah, we have a hanger-on, the orange one, which gives 2 points forward, plus another mystique, so good. That will keep him going while we're at that. Meanwhile, what we can do to get rid of this is to take the Mirror of Glory. Now, Restlessness has, you notice, a bunch of 2-point influences. One of them is Lantern. So we can, in fact, use that, plus this, to use the power of my Cosmic Angst, shine the light of it into this guy's head, and then we'll have another willing slave, which is awesome. You will obey me. You will die for me. What? Well, that was in the ad. You answered the ad. I don't read the fine print more often. Okay, so. All right. Health fatigued, but we do have the health back, so what we can do is, first of all, put that under nap. Put this into walkabout, and that way we can keep that cycle going. Hopefully generate a few more vitality to make it faster. Speaking of which, I think we're okay with fast forward right now. Okay, so deep breath. Get back. Ooh, we got it. Hulking fellow. Only 3 knife, though. You only have a 30% chance of getting the job done, which means that you're useless to me. I don't need, like, Dengar, one of those bounty hunters which we know the name of because they showed up in a background shot somewhere. I need somebody who can kill a Jedi. There's only a few that are like that. And they almost all, their last names are Fett. Alright, so vitality will last another 104 seconds. So what we should do, we got these 2 together. Let's join together and get this one more health so we can speed this up a bit. Hopefully we'll be able to generate more exercise. Okay, there goes a bunch of mystique, unfortunately. Yep. And we have a willing pawn now. Just a pawn, though. We'll have to upgrade him later. Meanwhile, we'll continue to talk about things we shouldn't be talking about to generate mystique and, of course, our willing slaves. See, if you're orange, I think you... No, that's orange. You're red. I don't have a red team yet. Or are you... No, I think you're red. Yeah, I haven't got any of my red people yet, which is kind of interesting. My heart disciples. Alright, so yeah, we've got the health back. It'll snap back into place. Excellent. I kind of liked it when you guys auto-stacked, but, you know, that's just me. And boom, continue forward. Okay, Despair is going. The next one up is going to be Restlessness again. But again, we should hopefully have a minion by that point to be able to spend it on. Okay, so yeah, we did our job. The office is relieved. I turn up my collar. Yeah, basically, we've just managed in this job to, as the assistant to the ambassador, sorry, the senator of Naboo. We get in, we get out, we do our paycheck. That's about what it comes down to. In any case, we want to preserve our mystique, and he's not coming up anytime soon, so let's switch back over. Whoops, no. Back, I said. No, I didn't say that. Ugh, game. Game. For all your updates, you give me such grief. Alright, we get our Sith demonstration. Yeah, let's, Ladlo, it's gonna do you a portrait, okay? You're cool. There you go. Now, if you do a portrait with, you do one of your, painting a integrated tool, it actually can be counted towards that. It's kind of interesting. Alright, so yeah. We decided not to do the hireling, so let's just put this back into napping. You are like this, which means, since we've got one good this vitality and that vitality need to combine together. And we'll see if we can generate another one by walking, because it's probably about a 10% chance, but you never know. We still have to find that damn bounty hunter. Alright, so we're getting another disciple we can spend the restlessness on. We do have a hireling. Yep, that's what we want, Mr. Fett. Okay, so let's pay for Mr. Fett out of the Republic's paycheck for us, which, you know, is kind of going to be interesting. But yeah, we should murder him next time. Alright, so we got a lot of mystique. We got... What else we got? Glimmering. Hey, we got contentment. Ladlo's smiling, which is good. We've got the other mystique. We've got this, and we've got that. Boom. Alright then. So, not bad. Not bad. We'll have to go back to work, day job again, but at least we have a day job to go to. Alright, back in, dude. I've been going to art class, boss. It's good for the soul. Yes, and hopefully all of that's creating what might... One of the things that might be reason why it might be confusing Mr. Psychic over here, Jedi Psychic over here, is that Mr. Hobson, I'm generating all of this creative energy, which is chaotic and such, and he's attracted to what he thinks is mystical energies, but a lot of potentials have a little bit of talent with them, and they'll use it for their art, and so it's kind of a smoke screen. So long as he thinks... Ooh, contentment. As long as he thinks we're up to stuff. Now, I can use contentment, by the way, to initiate as well, because I have the lantern energy. But we do want to get the restlessness first. That's most important. So 43 seconds, we should be fine before it turns into dread on us. And speaking of which, yeah, we have fascination. Now, I don't know what Spencer's been assigned to do else besides investigate us, but I really got to say, he's really not on the ball here. Okay, we'll use that to initiate once we have this rolling around. And let's see, we do not need to take a nap. So, it'll be bully for us. Alright, so one more time. Roll around. And boom. Okay, first of all, of course, vitality, lesson learned. Also a 2-point heart influence if you ever need one of those for any particular reason. There are a couple of reasons why. But, meanwhile, let's continue our... Let's continue having Sheev Palpatine the young Sheev Palpatine hit the gym. Alright, so there we go. Now we're going to begin our murder fest shortly, but here's the deal. The hanger-on we have here, if I initiate, will take probably about 30 seconds. And I want to get the restless that way. That is the way we get rid of the restlessness. However, Fett here will last 119 seconds, except for one thing. We can actually just stick him here and talk. That will freeze his thing. Oh, we can't do that. Whoops, I gotta use the same thing for you, dude. Anyways, we got another mystique, though, should it become an issue. And we'll generate more mystique in that direction. But there's the irony. If he does start investigating, I can't kill him. Sucks. Anyways, the professional muscle, we will move on him. But in the meantime, we want to initiate our new slave into his cult by using my headache. Meanwhile, I'll be taking a nap afterwards. Deep breath. Okay, so now the question is, we've got a lot of cash. Yeah, let's just see what we got. We're not going to sell anything. We're simply going to try to buy something. Boom. Alright, so next, yep, of course he would. We've got the ability to whack him, and we're going to have to do it before that rolls around. It's going to be interesting. We may end up with another padawan chasing after us. But we also do not want to get any fascinations, so that means that we probably should consider not doing the painting next time around. Maybe something else. Maybe we'll generate additional vitality by going back on to our blue-collar roots. Alright, speaking of which, there we go. There's some more cash. There's the reason dimmed. He's got 80 seconds there. Like I said before, let's just go back to our blue-collar roots to generate additional. What are you doing? bid in auction. Oh, don't want to lose that. Okay, collection of essays. Not really. I mean, yeah, it would make it a lot easier to be able to, yeah, actually, yeah, cool. We'll do that. So it'll get us to the next, then we can get 4 of them. We can get to the next level of reason without having to do much work. But again, we're concentrating on health at the moment because health is important. It's very important. Okay, so you're a pawn to who? What is your color anyways? Winter. We have no winter minions yet either. Man, half our crowd is... Where's my Sith cult? Damn it. I was promised a Sith cult. God damn it. You just... The dark side just does not provide. Now, the important part. Let's go talk with the adversary, but actually we're going to send Mr. Fett in our attempt to do so. 70% chance of success, otherwise, you know, it's going to turn bad, and... Well, we'll just have to hire Fett again, because he'll obviously, despite disappearing afterwards, this is Jango Fett. I mean... He can't be killed until Kenobi kills him. You know? Plotline. It's not an alternate universe thing yet. Although I do like... There were some interesting combinations for Infinities, which was alternate universes. Like, what happens if Luke's torpedo misfired and didn't blow up the Death Star? That's my favorite one, by the way. Let's see. Still got more money than we know what to do with, so let's just take care of that, shall we? Alright. What are you bargaining on? Teresa Gallmer. I may buy that to see if we can get her to sign it. There you go. Alright. Alright. Meanwhile, the vitality. We're going to exercise. So we'll grab these 2 vitality. Although, we want to check this one. 178. That one's 178. This one's... Yeah, we have to use up this one, unfortunately. Boom. But we're going to generate another one here. And this should last long enough, hopefully. So we'll have 3 of them. And it will actually get the next level of health. Yeah, I know. This is kind of the... well, except for trying to murder a Jedi Master, this is kind of the boring part. The Jedi Master murder thing is good, I think. And yeah, turns out he's a little distracted by Sith plotting, as it were. Alright, so meanwhile... After I'd imagine that we have like another identity with the blue collar one. We maintain it too, so we can sneak around the city. Somewhere I'm known as VEHS. That'd be VHS. A common laborer from not Naboo. It must be in. So pick the place opposite side of the universe. All right, the galaxy. Sorry. All right, so we have another vitality coming in here in about 40 seconds, so we can get to the 3rd one, and hope... No, we can get on to that. All right, so meanwhile, take a nap. I'm not that old, man, but a good nap is a good nap. Ooh, they want more. Yeah, I want Teresa's book, damn it. Most I will pay is 3 in these cycles. All right, so reason's back to normal. Good to hear. All right, and we have... Okay, we're still waiting word. Let's see how it goes. Did Jango manage to pull it off? Minion has returned with the trophy. Yep. Alright, so we are going to freeze that corpse in carbonite and make him an art symbol in our office, you know. On the other hand, yeah, corpses are kind of rough when it comes to that, so we definitely do not want to have this thing around. So we need to get rid of it. So I don't have... Do I have a... Alright, so I have to figure out if I have one of the rights that'll let me use a... Let me use our ingredients. We can animate it as a zombie, which is always fun. Okay, so now that we've killed the Jedi Master, we need to figure out what we're going to do about the reputation. First, we're going to let them burn out. So right now, we just want to get rid of that notoriety, and we may want to consider when we have after we finish the vitality, if we've got the time, in order to be able to use our secret thing to grab one of the reputations to make it faster. Because remember, every time we use this, we got a 30% chance, it's got this secret, to remove a random reputation card. And now we're trying to get rid of reputation. And we don't have our rose-colored glasses individuals, which sucks. Alright, so I've won the auction. Yep, we're putting this one aside because, like I said, I really want... There's a thing where you can summon Teresa, and then you can have her sign her books. It's awesome. Anyways, what now? You don't need to initiate anyone. We do have, however, the ability to get 6-pointer plus our one of... Well, if we do get another restlessness. Oh, we could use a contentment, which is good. Now... Okay, so continue forward for the moment. Alright, so Exercise. Vitality. Lesson learned. Okay, we're most of the way there. Just need to finish one last time wrap around the gym. Meanwhile, yes, we have to consider if we want to do a run for stuffage. Okay, because we've got an 8-pointer here, I think, somewhere. No, the Heeb's an interesting one. Oh, I thought we had an 8-point here. So it looks like we're going to 6-point. I swear to you I had one. And we have a church here, too. We really need to get rid of that notoriety fast. So, yeah. Now the question is, kind of want to try this. You can send them out to do occult business by having them try to make stuff for you in the hidden forges. There you go. People can burn funds in illegal laboratories and shadowy manufacturers, but there's a risk of accidents. You can get hurt, but we don't have a season of sickness approaching, so there's no chance of losing them. So, and we still have the professional muscle. Now, there's actually let's see, we could just have him. Hirelings cannot go there. Oh, well. Could just dispose of him. I forgot about that. Or we could use him to sunset right. That would freeze his time once we're through here. We'll get some cash. We summon something for the funsies of it. It's something that's not a maiden or a thanks. Alright, so we don't know. We'll see what we have. What we have. One of these things about the game is that you have to do is not let it rule you. Okay, so Tristan. No, that's this one I want. Okay, so yeah, season of sickness is approaching. Ooh, we're gonna have to be quick if we're gonna do something about that. Also, of course, we need to get rid of the corpse. And let's see if we can. I don't think I have the right for it. Okay, we've got the money. Reset that. Turn on time at the office. Now, what was it? Invocation offering. That is, I think, is that an influence? Yeah, it's an influence, unfortunately. Instruments tool. Nope, we want... No, not that one. Assistant instrument. Yeah, we don't have one that uses ingredients, so I can't use it to the corpse quite yet. Unfortunate. Ooh. It's difficult to get rid of these things sometimes. In any case, the corpse will eventually become a notoriety, which that's what I was thinking we have to dispose of. Now, like I said before, once we get the vitality up, we can start joining together the Forgotten Chronicles in an attempt to remove those a little faster. Now, if we want to do that, however, what we should do is check out the Dreamlands to get more of those. Alright, to combine together. Meanwhile... Now, the thing is, right now, we've got so much reputation issues right now, we may want to use the smoke method and just try, if we have another issue coming up, try to get them to forever be pulling Mystique while the notoriety runs itself to death. And, let's see. So if that's the case, we do want to do so. And I'm wondering, let's see. Since we know, by the way, we checked before, since there isn't a season of intrigue coming up, that we can use these. Now, the inspiration, yep, we're going to make a portrait of Jango Fett in order to keep him around longer, because that freezes his timer. And yes, it's weird, but I'm doing it anyways. Okay, can't do any traveling yet. Oh, well. Continue. There's another, the corpse has gone to notoriety. Fresh air and exercise. Okay, so let's drop... Oh, nope. We need to combine these two first, and we have just enough time to pull it off. Yep. We'll pull it off, and we'll get the next level of health. Then, of course, we'll start combining the Forgotten Chronicles and seeing what we can get from them. Okay, so yeah. So grab one of our health bars. Working under contract. Alright. And next, we have Dread, which we can avoid. Alright, so... 13. Wow. 4 funds. Ooh, not bad. A lot of Mystique. Jango Fett apparently is a popular beast. A popular bounty hunter that we've done. I imagine how we're trying to explain this to our boss. I met him in a bar. He seems like an interesting fellow. I was practicing my painting. Why do you ask? He just was suspected for killing a Jedi Master? Oh my god, I'm horrified. To think I spent time with such a ruffian. Death stick. Alright then. All right, so we have subtle rupture. Let's go with the painted river erudition. So that does actually lead us to I've actually read these before, which is why I'm not going over them again. But yeah, the erudition does lead us to having the ability to upgrade our reason more quickly, especially if I combine it with the poetry, because I mean the essays, because that would give us 3 out of 4 that we needed. But I don't think I'm really in the mood for it right now. Meanwhile, only need a vitality, or we don't need. Oh, we come back with a silver spintra, iron spintra, which is worth 2, and more funds, so technically 3. So yeah, that was cool. Now we can actually decide what we're going to do with people. Let's see, first things first. Okay, so in this case, what we could do, if we have the iron spintra, which is, you know, good. Silver, iron, so we need that to gain a language, but I think we've got all the languages we need. You're this tutor for Aramaic, right? Nope. No, wait. Yep, I think I already have Aramaic, so that's not an issue. Madame has Greek scholar. You have Latin, which I definitely have, because you're a doctor. You have Sanskrit, if I recall. Yep. So yeah, we've got all of those languages. The spintra is just spare cash at this point. But it was kind of interesting to pull off. Now we're going to probably let him burn away. And we're going to deny, of course, that we had anything to do with the assassination of a Jedi Master. That's just terrible. So next, what we're going to do is we're going to... It's so much bad reputation. To go on a mission right now and generate another notoriety is just asking to be nuked. So yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll shift around to the safer ones and see if we can find some of our cult members that appear to be hiding. I could initiate somebody with contentment, but it's not really an issue. I can initiate them anytime. Okay, so... Alright, so now that we've got the last one here with exercise the body, we can do this. Oh shit, we need 4. Oops. Silly me. Okay, so we can't use Silichana thing. Oh, I swear to you I had 2. No, it's 3. I read it wrong. Silly me. All of that time. I mean, technically I can still do this. I can, essentially, by grabbing... this will turn back to regular vitality. We do this 3 more times. We should be able to pull this off. Alright, so we're this invested already. We might as well just finish it through. Besides. Alright, so we got Despair going. Yep, nothing going at that point. So, excellent. We're going to get rid of a lot of the Mystique, unfortunately, which, you know, we just live with. So... that's the money. So at this point, we kind of have to switch back to get the appropriate to doing our blue collar thing, and we will have to. We'll use money for this part. We've got more than we know what to do with. All right. Speaking of which, let's check it out. See what we can get at the auction house since we've got that slot open. Okay, so we have yet another minion approaching. We need to pause so I can see what this is. Another one of Teresa's. We know we have to get Teresa's. I will get her to sign at least 2 of these. I think she has 4 books total. Only one of them, however, you have to steal. I think we already read that one, though. Yep, this is regular vitality again. This. Yep, the vitality. We put the health back here. We've got another vitality regenerated here. So let's put these 2 together, I think. Or should we grab another? Should we grab a 3rd one? Okay, so we have 2 here, 1 generating here, 1 generating here. Oof, I think we have to do this, just for timing purposes. Alright, go. I know, exciting, watching him do the gym. We did murder a Jedi. There is that. You know, it's Order 66 early. Oof. We need to get rid of these. Okay, so this means that we're going to have to, once we have a chance here... we have to switch from the candlelit Mithrium to the unattended church in an attempt to lose 1 of those notoriety points. Okay. Meanwhile... we still have to go back to the job. Ugh. Pressure. Who knew murdering a Jedi Master would be so much difficulty? You know, I'm just going to have to, like, get a whole bunch of people to do it for me at the same time to be safe. I mean, and how? But where would I find a whole bunch of people that could kill whoa. You know, if I had more Jango Fetts, I'd be a happier person. Alright, you, my dear, I like. Okay, we have another Mystique being generated here. This will be a Restlessness, of course, which we can use to initiate her. That's to heal. Okay, so we healed our wound. So, we've got an issue that we need to lose some of that notoriety. Some of it's not going to go away. Can't count on the mystique being an issue. So, we do, however, still have room for 5 slots. Problem being, of course, is that we had to go to work. So, yeah, we're not going to be able to paint that away. It looks like we might actually... Well, we do... What will happen is we'll generate another Master or Padawan. Or... That looks like we're not switching out headquarters anytime soon. So, yeah, clog that. Let's wait for the restlessness. Then we'll deal with her. Then we'll deal with her. Then she's got the ability to remove reputation cards if we're fast enough about it. I don't think it will be, mind you. I'm just going to keep that slot open. But yeah, mostly we seem to be in a bit of the back foot. I would like to get a mission done, but it seems like the scrutiny's a little too rough on me at the moment. Restlessness up generated. Your glory, Claudette, and restlessness. Actually, I got a better idea. Let's grab one of our minions and do it with them. Because if I can combine the level 6 lore here with the restlessness. Boom, because it gives 2 and 6 make 8. We now have gonna make him a more powerful slave. Let's get this way. Alright, so tell me you've got one of these. Excellent. Now we've got 4. Oh no, we don't. This is gonna go back. Yeah, we're kind of in a treadmill at this point. We need 4, but... Okay, yep. We've got 2 of hers now. Let's see. So... Yeah, we will manage to power through and get the last level of strength going here. And I think there's really not much we can do at this point without that. If they grab one, yeah, they're gonna grab one, but that's actually gonna produce a new adversary. So again, we'll deal with this one, and which won't be as difficult, hopefully, unless it's the boss of the Suppression Bureau, which of course it probably will be, being our luck. But now there's no point in generating additional mystique. We should just let all of this burn away. So there's nothing for them to convict us on, and we have to decide how we're going to be dealing with the next issue here. So for the moment, let's keep this open in case we want to summon somebody. Because I don't know, we may want to do some murder. I mean, Jedi need their ranks thin until we can figure out how to do it 66 ways from nowhere. Ah, it is the boss. Mystic and Bodyguard. So basically, what you do with Connie is the only thing you can do is poison, which is difficult to get, or you spam her with attacks, which is probably where we're going to go with this. Oh boy, which basically means we need our Mystic's Mirror. So what we need to do is we need to dive back in to the stag door, drop in, and we're going to grab one of the 10-point winter aspects that will allow us to be able to summon the me in the mirror we can just spam Connie with until she's dead. Granted, we'll know notoriety like crazy, but if we keep trying to kill her, that prevents her from being able to do things like that. Now, in the meantime, yeah, we've got the time, so let's just try to get our ill-fated. I mean, I honestly thought it was a level 2, which is weird. Attempt to increase our health. Now again, we got to put the vitality back together. All right, so yep, silent discipline, 2 point of winter, which is really weird that is our thing there. But yeah, we don't have. Yeah, we got a vitality here, vitality there. Yeah, we're gonna have to combine these two. They'll produce a third one. Again, yeah, it's kind of a treadmill on here. Vitality. Plus vitality. Boom. Keep it going, guys. We can possibly get this done this time around with the unskilled labor. So, fingers crossed in that regard. Meanwhile, let's go get our heart. Let's go find the bearer of our heart. She's actually one of the ones I do like the endings for a romance. She marries. She's of course bubbly and vivacious, and she forgets how monogamy is sometimes. Because she just wants to share all of that life energy with everyone. Alright, so we've got that down. Again, of course, we have to get back to our day job to switch back from our blue-collar identity back to the Sheev assistant counselor to the senator in Naboo. At least we're getting good health care out of it. You know about the senatorial jobs. I mean, seriously, the Senate in the United States has one of the best medical packages, and they're currently trying to slash medical protection, Medicare, and other forms of governmental healthcare, the little that there is in America, simply because they can, and their bosses want them to. All right, so, we should be able to use that to get Claudette up to something useful. Let's get you here. Urgency of appetite. Oh, this is a new one. All right. The Ascent of Stairs is called the Sharp Stair, and the Mother of Mirrors, and the Feast of the Grail, which is the Feast of the Grail, of course, is Feast of Blood. If one is to look beyond the stairs it did beneath the stairs last night, one understands the last name. It draws a tithe of blood from the feet of those who ascend. Impousal, some shaped like men, some shaped like a woman, wait beneath the grass to satisfy their hunger. The impousal must be a type of spirit. I did not approach. I made no sound. I only observed. The urgency of appetite. 6-pointer, which could give us... I mean, we could use this to potentially get one minion. Let's see. We could we get Elgas here? We've got 6 points on the Consent of Wounds. We could use this for 6 points of that, but I think we need 10. And we need 10 and 2 of Forge. So we don't have we need the Forge person, we need that, and we need that. 6 is not enough, unfortunately. I can't combine it to get to the next level either. Oh well. It was a shot. We will, however, keep trying until we will inevitably get one. As long as we keep spamming that. And spamming appears to be what our primary objective here at the moment. Okay. So, yeah, where are we now? Not making a ton of progress, unfortunately. I feel like, well, if we get through the 4 hunters, we should be able to be quite... All we left are padawans they throw at us. But yeah, Jedi Master Lee over there is one of our biggest problems right now. But as long as we don't do anything that makes them... look our way suspiciously. Oh, if you've got to be kidding me. Get the vitality going. Yeah, we will get this, damn it. We will get this. Screw it. 10% chance. Let's go with it. Sigh. Alright. But what we can do, at least, is we can initiate you to level 5, which gives us a good chance of getting... 70% chance of getting our reputation cards, which is a good thing. Contentment, and because that's 2 points of influence with Lantern, that brings us to 8 with our 6 lore. Boom, that's all we need. There we go. Alright, so yeah, we did not get a bonus one, unfortunately. It would have been nice, but you can't have everything. On the treadmill, unfortunately. But, alright. More funds for a while. Now what we're going to do. Guess we have to do the exercise thing. Maybe the blue collar thing. Just to keep spamming vitality until finally it sticks, which would be good. Because we've got 2 vitality again. We're about to lose lesson learned. We're about to lose a 3rd one. We're generating another one here. And we need to go kill a Jedi Master again. Stag door opens. Now this one has got 10-point Fierce Air. The nights of my dreams to last night. One of my places in my dreams took me last night as soon as written. The ascent is glass, the walls are knives, the step is blood, I did not climb far, the pain was too great. When I woke, the pain remained in me, a pain I could use for occult purposes. 10-point influence, which means I can use it to summon just about anything. The question is, what do I want to summon with? If I were to consider that, what would I consider it to be? I mean, the thing is, I need a 10 influence, I need... The winter is the problem, I need 8 winter. I only have 6. That's not going to be useful, unfortunately. Just a good thing it doesn't actually turn into anything caustic. And boom, there we go. There we go. Sigh. Okay, deep breaths, everyone. We will manage to kill her. I mean, the thing is, the RNG gods are disappointing me. The vitality goes back to there. Yep. Despair and restlessness. We'll use the restlessness like we are using the contentment now. That's 3. 13 seconds. We'll have another one here we can use for that. That should be enough. We finally will get it. Oh, thank gods. Meanwhile. Yep. Clavetta is now one of our only 5-point discipline for the heart. Okay, so we're good. It's useful, but we still need more people. Now, grabbing Mystique right now is not really an issue, so we could, because Connie can't make evidence out of Mystique. She can only just investigate and eliminate it. So, while we're doing that, we should probably try to grab the missing remaining cult members, like the Winter and the other 5-point, the other heart-based ones, so we can generate 10 heart by just our minions. Okay, so there's that. There's this. 2 vitalities together. We'll generate the 4th one. That's only takes 60 seconds. We have 91 seconds here. We'll finally bloody well get that done, and we should probably show up to work. Just a thought. Capitalism grinding us down. One of the reasons, like I said, Sheev lost it and took over the Empire. He just did not want to put up having to go to work every morning. Make the work come to him if you're the Emperor. Finally, winter atmosphere. Now we can finally get what we want. Hopefully. We have to be quick about that because 55 seconds over here, 60 seconds here. We've only a 4-second interval, so we're going to have to be careful about that. Why this is all going on. So that's one of the reasons why I slid it down. Also, we can finally get this vitality done. Silly me. Thought it'd be quick. What do I know? And restlessness. We'll use that in a moment too. Another one of the fleeting remembrances. It does have the secret history aspect to it, which of course is because we remember multiple timelines. Okay, acquaintance. That's interesting. Anyways. Slowly reaching the end of things. Alright. The restlessness will still be able to kill by shooting into somebody's head, which is always my favorite way of dealing with it. Here, have my headache. What if you do? I wonder if it's transmitted by this lightning. Alright, so boom. Get this knocked out. And because we're not doing the dancer one, we want to hit it with the forge aspect. So, boom, higher strength. Alright. Meanwhile, we'll continue readying our summoning of the Death Goddess to take care of our enemies. Which, of course, they don't like being on speed dial and will attempt to throw us off. But we will prevail. We shall prevail. Alright, invocation. Now, first things first, we'll put the offering into the 10-pointer for winter. We need... Okay, so just to do things a bit different, since we usually use guys for summoning, let's get Eldridge and lore. There we go. 6 points of lore. Let's see if you can summon something, Eldridge. I have faith in you, though probably shouldn't. Okay, let's put this to fast forward, because I think we can handle it now. Don't have to worry about cutting things quite so thin. And next is going to be... And boom. Alright, first things first. Oh, another restlessness. We got another hanger on. Now, what we need to do is we need to take our red pawn here. Well, first of all, summon. We're going to invoke my headache and 6 points of Sith light lore and be done with it. You will now be our newest slave, and we've got another one coming. We've got the Mystique 2. Since there's nothing to produce evidence with, we're in the clear, although before that, we'd like to get a run-in before we leave. Let's see. The easiest one to do would be the unnumbered stones. They also can combine these two together to get an 8-pointer, which would be kind of random. Alright, so I would need 10 moth, which I've got, and I would need 10 lantern ore. Yeah, which I've also got. So it shouldn't be an issue. We should probably try that. Just do that once, of course, we killed Connie. Another restlessness to shoot into somebody's head. You, finally. Health, and boom. Matchless physique, which also, by the way, does give us the dangerous, which means I made a joke about Sheev being the one who's the Sith apprentice, has to go out and kill random Jedi, and I actually can try to do that with Connie, but the odds of doing it are like 30%. So it's fun, but no. Okay, oh my god, I can actually think about combining things that don't have erudition though. That died some time ago. So, what we could do, study reason, get the erudition up and running, and then combine these two Forgotten Chronicles. Good enough. Let's do that. Meanwhile... Alright, so let's see if we've summoned the damn thing. Nope! Failed summoning. Ugh, you're fired. Well, no, not really fired. Sith firing would be to fire you out of cannon, but... Let's send it home. Sigh. Ugh. Luckily, she doesn't seem terribly interested in tracking us down. And we might lose our job again. I'm sorry, there was a psychotic spirit attacking me. Wait, I can't tell him the truth. Traffic was bad. You know what these sky lanes are like. I mean, last time I checked, some Jedi was jumping out of a speeder. What the hell? A reckless guy like that isn't going to go very far. And we're also sick. Great. Alright, so yeah, we got fired. Again. That's going to become a dread shortly, which means we can't... So, yeah, we have to use our persuasion to get our job back from our boss by lying and claiming that we were stuck in traffic when indeed we were running from a screaming monster. And we've got, oh my god, so much winter here. We've got 3 dread potential right there, and that's terrifying. Okay, the avid disciple is, of course, 2 grail. Okay, it's good. Loyal but greedy, I can deal with that. We need to get rid of this restlessness as quickly as possible. So, let's initiate this hanger-on with it. There you go. Take my headache, dude. I really don't want the dread that's coming up, though. Ooh, 48 seconds. Now, both of these are going to be... This will shortly become that. Now, I can try to combine them, I guess. Or, no, use a vitality, that's right. Phew. Oh, it'd really suck if I can't get a mission done today. Just dealing with hunters. It's one of the problem with these Jedi hunters. They're just in my way. They're not even terribly dangerous. They're just in my way. Okay, so we have erudition up and running. So what we want to do, we want to combine 2 Forgotten Chronicles. Boom. That should give us an 8-pointer that we can at least get for an interesting one next time, because I think we're going to make it this time. We did upgrade our health. There was that, yes. Unwanted scrutiny. It's going to name this issue. Or episode, not issue. Alright, so we've got that going again. Now, that's at a full cycle, so we can consider... Probably want to get health, get a vitality if we want to save our funds, because we just had this briefly interrupted. That's only going to take about 45 seconds to do that. Okay, go ahead. Meanwhile... Alright, so... Our pawn is up and ready, so... You can actually... Oh, that's right, that's Frank. I can make Frank out of him, which is useful. A quick summoner besides my 2 standard knock ones. Okay, so yeah. Huh, wait a minute. What I could do, I don't have time, unfortunately. So I may have to get drunk. And what else? Do I want more mystique? Well, it's probably not an issue right now. Grab another minion. Try to get that going. So yeah, let's go. The thing is, if you do run a edge cult, you can get edgy cult. You can get rid of things by. All right, so yeah, there is the problem. First of all, not gonna get through this. Yeah, we'll wait that one out. Okay. Meanwhile. Okay, that's going to turn to dread. We're going to have to get drunk. That's all there is to it. I'll take 30 seconds, so we have still plenty of time to get rid of that affliction. Okay. And we need to get rid of that chilly atmosphere. Pronto. Which means that we're going to have to use money on the affliction, because we're definitely going to need to use the chilly atmosphere. Okay. So, first things first. First of all, there's that vitality we're going to need in a moment. Not for getting rid of the affliction, as I briefly thought I was going to do, but actually, back to work. Actually, what we could use it for is to get rid of the chilly atmosphere because it comes another dread, which is good. By combining things, but we actually can't do that because I've locked up the study one. Ugh. Everything is so complex this times. game is kind of punishing me a bit. Just a bit. Alright, so there's contentment. It'll be grabbed up, and hopefully that will lock away this from being grabbed up as well, because the contentment... this won't quite be... Yep, 31 seconds, it won't quite be that. So we can just do this. Because we all know the best way when you have a cold is to go out there and exercise until you're exhausted. That's definitely going to stop the cold. It's a proven Sith remedy. You must become stronger than your disease. That doesn't make any sense. This is the Force. What makes sense about it? I mean, according to one guy, it's all about, like, bacteria in our blood. That's just ridiculous, though. Qui-Gon wannabe. I think probably that was just... He's like one of those Jedi homeschoolers who was, like, into some strange beliefs. Okay, so, yeah, she's going to grab the Mystique, but since we don't have anything else generated, she'll just be in a nuisance for a bit. Okay, so, yeah, it's become Dread. But we should cycle out that. Cycle it out with the drugs. The death sticks, of course. To be able to do so. So, yeah, there's that. Sigh. Sigh. Okay, fast forward a bit. Alright, so this we can use the Candle at Mithrium for the Challenge of Intuition, since it's a church. It's a church of blood worship, but that you don't have to be picky in this universe about what a particular type of faith is. Okay, so getting rid of Dread, however. Ooh, can actually be a little more inventive about it. Okay, so... Don't have contentment, do we? Nope. No influences, other influences to deal with, so we need an assistant and an invocation. So, yeah. We're going to... Where is it? Enid, summon me an edge. We're going to go somewhere. We're going to go somewhere. Right then. Health is good. Again, for all of our fresh air and exercises, really. Okay, and yeah, 57 seconds. Now what's interesting is that I could play off this and just go a little nuts. Let's see what our next cycle is. So we have 66 her, just thinking. Do I want to make a run? Because there's a chance that I'll see it coming by that point. If we do a quick run, we'll need this. We'll need... the lantern person would come in handy. I'll tell you what, let's be quick about this. Grab the funds for the 3 obstacles. We'll need another one, obviously, as well. Leaders and assistants we'll need, for the first one, are 2 moth people, because I believe that's Shadowed Forest. What's this? Ah, well, no, we don't have that at the moment. Alright, so we'll do the Unnumbered Stones one, which is a random selection of loot, but you never know what you could get. But just so we have something like that before we go anywhere. Okay, so the second thing we want to do is we know we're going to need lanterns, so we can chop in... Now let's chop in Cat. She needs some work. And after that, we'll deal with some money as well. Alright, so. Oh, hello. Porter. Think you're an edge... No, you're not an edge one, obviously. So, we'll deal with you in a moment. Any edge? Okay, so... Fascination, of course. Just what an edge leaves behind, but I'm not concerned about that. They're long gone by that point. Yep, to spare a Bates, we'll get a fleeting remembrance from that. And yeah, should we try to generate some smoke? Probably not. If I generate smoke now, it's a chance that she'll retain active at that point. So let's just stay quiet for the moment. Occult means secrets. So keep your secrets. Keep them safe. And boom. Alright, so yeah. Okay, but we're also going to... Let's see. If we have somebody to toss in. We do. Alright, so we have, of course, the hint. Give it a second. It manifests completely, and the hint will produce enormous amounts of lanterns. So we should be able to get through. And in fact, if something should happen to one of them, the 8 points of... we can toss in some minions to help him kill all the watchers in that one, which is always good. Meanwhile, while we've got that going on, I've just sent them off to some ruins in some random planet. Just in case there are Sith artifacts, or Sith-adjacent artifacts there. Okay, meanwhile, do we want to dream anything? Probably, because we might have to generate another 8-pointer. Let's go. And boom. Stag door is now open. Okay, so Connie's still not finding anything because we've covered our tracks at this point. But all right, so yeah, light through the trees. Yep, we found the ruins in the midst of space, which is great. Forbidden epic 8-pointer. Good. So we gotta get to that. We will, of course, be having 8-point join together now. Holy, what? Oh, benefits of privacy. We actually locked that. So it means that when we actually do so, which is great, if you can time it like we just did by combining the lore and using the candlelit mithrium, that secret actually hit, and it will rain for 180 seconds. We might get lucky enough that it will suck up the notoriety we produce here. You don't know. It's always a question mark, but you might. Also, in the meantime, should I be reading a book or something? Let's see what we got. Burning. Silver book. Okay, cool. Why don't we just read that for the members? The order took an oath. The silver chain that forbade men to lie with women or women to lie with men. For what has come always the crime of the sky, yet it has furious danger. It was apparently permissible for men to lie with men and women to lie with women. In fact, Bruce suggests it should be encouraged, distracted their temptations. Remember, these are long. If they have kids, they're going to be immediately stricken with the desire to devour them, which, as I point out in one of the comments, is literally the personification of Grail energy by producing flesh and then devouring it. Kind of drives home the whole thing about, these energies are not healthy in high concentrations. You actually want to use them in lower concentrations, because otherwise you can get really sticky real fast. All right, so exhibition continues. You'll need cash. I'll provide it for you. Getting a little low, actually, because that's for the third one. The third obstacle, 1 cash per part, 1 fun per particle, because, all right, boom. And then we can combine again if necessary to produce another 8-pointer. All right. Enter the stag door. We've got what we wanted. In fact, we should probably just keep spamming this at this point. Unless we need it for some other thing, we can use this to try to cover our tracks for our expeditions. By what? By hopefully getting that secret one. But yeah, there you go. Considering the evidence, there is no evidence. There is no notoriety. You have nothing on us, you Jedi scum. So yeah, we're good. Including remembrance and deception. Yep. 10-point deception. Doesn't work, we can slaughter them with using the hint. Alright, silver book. 8-point. Moon's face is wounded, these words appear. The manual prescribes potential countermeasures to protect those who might be tempted against the oath. Mass, disfigurement, severe poetic disciplines. Those who do break it are punished with death. Lesser punishments are prescribed for various acts that don't involve actual coitus. Yeah. You think the Christians are going to be strict. An invocation included with going to incorporate those punishments into summoning rites. In other words, fueling summoning rites with the torturing of death to be, these are, and they're immortals too, which means technically, I don't know how you kill them. I guess you kill them, they slowly come back, and they're very pissed off about the whole thing. Speaking of which, just in case, let's drop in Rose. In case something should go wrong, she and the, Hint can slaughter them. Meanwhile, Victory of Crowns, it's going to give us like a 2 or 4-point edge, which I don't think we need. So, 6-pointer, don't need that. Moth lore. Latin. I might as well translate it while we're here. Not much else going on at the moment. Main thing is we have these things in the background. You always have that pile of unread you keep telling yourself you need to go through. Connie. Found nothing. Oh, wait. Job. Right. Job. Need to do job. Keep forgetting. It's one of those things you wake up and you realize while you're plotting you forgot to do the dishes. Just terrible. Oh, for God damn it. That memo. I didn't send it. How am I going to? Yeah. Oh, no. At least we don't have one of those running. But we can, however, quickly get rid of it. All right. Where is it? Oh, good grief. Fascination and fleeting remembrance. Cancel yourselves out, would you please? Meanwhile, I wonder if we're going to get this done in time. Oh, God. They attacked us. They won. 10% chance. So, my good thing I sent her. Okay. Pause. Good thing we got rid of that fascination trap. Who are you? You are Cat. Cat got injured. So, yeah. However, we need to get Cat into medical as soon as possible. So, boom. And, yeah. Why is it always when we're low on funds? Also, we need to send somebody else in. The thing is, we still have 8 lantern. That's not enough. Ooh, to find things. So guess what, Slee? She failed me. Now it's your job to your time to impress me. Yeah, this is going to work. So we're probably going to have to deal with here we are, completing the healing of a follower. They'll have a scar though, and scars are great. The Horus. An occasionally coherent catalog of the secret gods is the English translation of the volume dealing with the powers of the wood. So yeah, let's just see what we've got there. It's probably this volume deals with the hours of the wood, the moth, the black flax, the ring yew, among others. So basically the powers of chaos, if you recall. Which I always find interesting. They're not evil. This isn't Warhammer 40k. That's entirely different. Let's try. So we have that. Okay, so yeah. Things are kind of getting crazy at the moment. Definitely will. This will definitely not be active. Too bad. We'll have to use Clovette to try to get rid of it. It's gone. Deep breath, everyone. Deep breath. Okay, so let's dive back in to get more of those things so we can bind together. So hopefully get more secret things. Because while we didn't manage it this time, having one of those active at all times is useful. Now, the thing with Connie. We need to decide whether we're going to try to smoke Connie or we're going to try to get rid of notoriety using her. 70% chance of Clovette pulling it off, so it should be okay. Now, powerful deception. Still using deception rather than combat, just in case. All right, and, you know, we're low in cash. We might as well put some little extra work in. Oh, I will feed you, great machine of capitalism. Produce me gold. Alright. You accomplished nothing, unfortunately. But yeah, if I hadn't gotten healed right now, they'd be grabbed and they'd be dead. But Cat, again, should get a scar. 2 points of knock, which means that she's a little more useful. You can use her for summoning occasionally, but not really the biggest use for her at the moment. Meanwhile, Watcher's Confusion, good. We have just a little bit more to go on that one, and then we will call the episode probably at that point when we go through the loot and decide what we're going to do with it, since it will be completely random. Yep, erudition and 2 points. Great. Oh, I feel great about that. Thing is, you don't actually need erudition to do so. You need glimmerings or a sanctuary, and that ooh, combine them. Combine them with our sanctuary, and we might get another secret activated, which would be good. But let's. You don't know. It might work. It might not. We have Clovette if it doesn't work. Reason back in place. Logistical difficulties. Oh, we need more cash? Really? It's a good thing I put in some extra time at the office. Can't believe I'm funding my Sith activities this way. What do we got? Erudition, lesson learned. Not harmful. It's the best way of thinking about it. But we dive back in. Because we definitely want to keep combining those things together in order to be able to get those secret devouring things. We're not actually going after Connie quite yet. Hasn't really been an opportunity. She hasn't really been an issue. If we can get rid of the notoriety, it will be good. But yeah. Meanwhile, we definitely need the cash, so day job it is. Boom. Alright, did we get through? Okay, cool. Find the hidden door, would you? What are you doing? Nothing. Good. Alright. Drop the sanctuary in by combining the 2 moth ones. This might time out well. The 4-point moth doesn't really matter, but you could use it to combine with another 4-point moth later. We found a way. Excellent. So we definitely succeeded this mission, finally. And subtle rupture. Do we want to kill Connie? Do we want to kill Connie? Ah, unfortunate. Not useful. Alright, so you go in that direction again. Keep charging through. Can't possibly use up our reason fast enough. Okay, and right. I need to heal you. I need to heal myself, really. These things catch up with you. Alright, so can do, and since we're low on funds, we would definitely have to go back to our blue-collar identity. Which is easier, fortunately. Treasures lie before us. Excellent. Finally, the ship's coming back from the unnamed Sith ruined planet. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to set Clovette up to try and grab that notoriety as quickly as we can. Well, I think we can do so now. It'll be like 5 seconds window at this point. 6 point. Nope, still not useful. Come on, come on. Set ourselves up to kill Connie next episode. Sigh. Excellent. Get the vitality. Once we get that going, we should be able to heal ourselves. Oops, wrong one. There we go. Sorry, got my own wires crossed there. Alright then. Didn't launch, unfortunately. 20-30% chance, but, you know, we took that chance. We've got Clavette as a backup. Anything else we can do? We can possibly work on trying to combine something else here for... Yeah, that works. We can combine anything we want with lore. The walls of the Mancistors begins with the size of starlight. In many directions equal and helpful, but they do common relationships do move. So yeah, a lot of occult lore is pretty freaking out there. Poetic at best, mystifying at worst, and completely wrong if you're really unlucky. Alright, so here we go. Beneath the stone. The chamber beneath the tumblers has half collapsed with the years. Fat white spiders climb through the torchlight instantly slow. The stone leaves are cracked and dripping, but here's the offering hole still. There we go. Matters of deeds and serpents. It's however written in Vac. Prophecies of Naga, which are serpent spirits in the Indian culture. By midnight, the Paris 1880s has turned a number of divergence to test, certainly reaching it by Vac text. We can't actually read Vac, so yeah, that's kind of Tantra of Worms. Entomologist Giuliano Yuzadovich eventually came to insist this text written by insects inhabiting human skin. Chimpanzees claimed, yeah, that can actually happen. Those are the worms. Against sister of the knot, and the foulness of depraved customs. This is Sanskrit. We can actually do so let's put it over here. This one, I don't know what it is. This, wait, Hieronymus Pseudo Hyperkinesis wrote this fierce greed, the sinner influence of the sister in his own thing. And since it's got, however, the odd color, I think it's something else entirely. But now we've got everybody else back as well, including the hint, which is an issue. And we have a 1 notoriety, which we do hopefully Claudette is about to get rid of. We'll see. It's 32 seconds, and then we'll... Or 30 seconds at game time. It's going to be like 15 seconds at fast forward. And yeah. But not super a lot, unfortunately. There was a random pick, of course, but, you know, that's how it works. Okay, so, and boom. Alright. 6-pointer, good, so we can run that again. Hopefully get rid of the, set up another secret devouring combo there. Next yeah, the affliction definitely needs to be cured before it eats up one of our health. So do that. And deep breath. So let's see if Clavette can get rid of that influence, the notoriety for us. Okay, and the picturesque account of a journey through a nightmare interspersed appear to be partial rights. One 18th century scented the bud, on the 36th ascent to blossom. Alright, so 4-pointer. Good. It's a 6-pointer. If we find another 4-pointer, we can cross the 4-pointer with this one, because remember you can combine knock with any other lore if we want to try to create another secret, 30% chance of devouring one of our notoriety. Which I have to consider if Clavette fails us. We'll know that in a moment. Alright, restlessness plus... Yep, we got a problem here. She doesn't lose it. And she does. Boom. Optimism is the spice which saves. And yes, we pulled it off. We managed to kill a Jedi Master, but unfortunately one of the leaders of the Order is now onto us, although she's not really dedicated to it. Seriously, she's like half-heartedly put in one attempt to find us. I imagine at this point it's been 1,000 years since the Sith are here. These are only crazies who kind of think Sith is edgy and just like chill. I mean, frankly, I don't blame them for thinking they're just that, because gods know. Can you imagine what it must be like to be like an edgy occultist who's trying to publish books a la Aleister Crowley in the Star Wars universe? I mean, you'd have like a Jedi going, well, I think he like vaguely read about this somewhere, but I don't think he's actually a problem, just unless you're a very foolish person with money. So yeah, I don't think we can cut him apart with the lightsaber. This seems to be their solution to a lot of problems. Anyways, this is the Fantastic World, thing for Lovecraft Country. Not the most expressive, I always say it's inventive, momentary. Why is my brain doing this? Anyways, not the most number of things happening here. We did kill one of the Jedi Masters. We got another one on our butt for the hunters. We did have a minor excursion, which may produce some useful material once we can get the VAC up and going. And we need to concentrate on getting in the higher levels of the Mansis, or getting these forbidden epics up and running. Since we do have the Candle at Mithrium, we can go all the way, I think, to level 10 without having to deal with an issue. So we're probably going to start just mass combining the secret history ones by generating them through the stag door and getting higher. Now, of course, what we can do, and I completely forgot to do so, is we can, next episode, we can use the 8-point knock plus the stag door to get us to the next level. And the only use for that, by the way, is to get rid of prisoners, because you require a prisoner every time you open that door, and it's kind of difficult to get prisoners in this game. I mean, when we get to the final game and I have to devour 6 prisoners' minds to ascend, yeah, it's going to be a bit of a pain. But in the meantime, like I said, minor progress, managed to generate thing, got a few, we managed to get Clavette back, so we tamed well, so we can finally get rid of things. Cat became halfway useful. And of course, we need to get Porter. We need to initiate Porter into the Sith mysteries. So we've got a to-do list next time. So hopefully I'll see you there next week. So anyways, this is Fantasy World saying farewell. Like, share, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye. I'd like to thank my Acolyte level supporters, whose contributions help this channel grow and hastens the inevitable digital apocalypse and rise of the Dark Lords of Content and Data.